You're watching PS2, your home for everything track and field. If you're enjoying the coverage, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with fellow athletics fans. Because what we saw at the World Athletics Relays might be the most underrated story of the entire meet. Spain. Yes, Spain. Set the track on fire. And we're not just talking about qualifying. We're talking about medals, records, statements. Let's take a moment to appreciate what the Spanish women just did on the global stage. The women's 4x100 meters final at the World Athletics Relays was supposed to be a battle between sprinting titans, Jamaica, the US, and the Great Britain. But guess who slipped into that fight and held their own from gun to tape? Spain. Esperança Cladera led them out, exploding off the blocks and rounding the curve clean. Then Jaël Bestué took the backstretch with confidence, matching her world-class counterparts stride for stride. By the time the baton reached Paula Sevilla, Spain were right there with the leaders. And on the final leg, María Isabel Pérez had one of the biggest jobs of the night. Hold off the world 200 meters champion, Shericka Jackson. She didn't just hold her off, she out-leaned her at the line. Spain clocked 42.28 seconds, claiming second place ahead of Jamaica, who finished third in 42.33. Great Britain took the win in 42.21, but make no mistake, Spain were the stars of that race. That wasn't luck. That was execution, poise, and courage.
The last 80 meters that was.
I mean, that was absolutely outstanding. I mean, what more can you want from a championship? Spain beside themselves. They are having the weekend of their lives. Shericka Jackson there, not so much, not having the time of her life. But Spain, I mean, can it get any better for them? They absolutely loved it. They have been outstanding all weekend.
And a word for Spain, by the way, who, again, have beaten Jamaica and the United States.
I know. With, they had some big names in there, Jamaica and the USA, with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And then, oh my goodness, I mean, Spain, wow, silver medalist here. Shericka Jackson's face there says it all.
Yeah, and there is the Spanish success. Yeah, and it's not often in 4x1s that you're talking about, the European athletes, and there'll be inquests being held again in Jamaica and US, and I guess it's back to the drawing board on a few things.
And then came the 4x400 meters final. Everyone expected the United States to dominate, but the Spanish women had other plans.
Gold medalist in the relay will bring them home. Spain. Paula Sevilla, you may be thinking, Paula Sevilla on the left, I've just seen her. You're right, she just ran in the 4x1. That second place finish, she's back out again.
Paula Sevilla, better known for her speed over 100 meters and 200 meters, stepped up to run a fierce opening leg, 51.84 seconds. She handed off in contention, keeping Spain right in the mix. Then came the big names. The USA's Karima Davis dropped a 50.03 split, catapulting them into the lead. South Africa was still in striking distance. And Spain? They weren't backing off. On leg 3, Daniela García dug deep, pulling Spain back into the lead with a phenomenal leg that caught the crowd off guard. Suddenly, they weren't just racing for a medal, they were racing for gold.
This leg from Fra was outside of the acceleration she had. Where did she get it from, hey?
Then, the final exchange. Blanca Hervás took the baton, and this was her second race of the night. No fresh legs, just pure determination. The U.S. anchor Bailey Lear gained the lead and tried to hold on to it, but Blanca Hervás wasn't having it. She stormed down the final straight, flew past Lear with meters to go, and crossed the line first. Spain wins the gold. A national record, 3 minutes and 24.13 seconds. The fastest Spanish women have ever run. It was Spain's night. Against giants, against history, they made it happen.
And this is the one opportunity where these athletes who compete all year round, individually against their teammates, come together as a team. And
Champions from the USA, and South Africa take the bronze. Is there anything this Spanish squad here in China cannot do? What a fantastic run.
Wow, I have no words for the Spanish women's teams right now. I mean, exceptional. Someone needs to give these athletes a raise. I mean, the Spanish women's team have run out of their skin this weekend. Other members of the team going to meet them. They can barely believe it.
Have you noticed there's only 3 members of the team coming to greet them? That's because one of them ran in the race. Incredible from Paula Sevilla, who's just won, what does she win? $20,000 for second place. Just won another $40,000 for first place with Spain as the USA charge off. And another upset involving the USA, and another one involving Spain finishing ahead of the USA again.
2 events, 2 unforgettable outcomes. Silver in the 4x100 meters, ahead of a Jamaican lineup stacked with global stars. Gold in the 4x400 meters, with a new national record and a finish that shook the stadium. The Spanish women didn't just compete, they delivered. With heart, with hunger, with history on the line. Esperança Cladera, Jaël Bestué, Paula Sevilla, María Isabel Pérez, Daniela García, Eva Santidrián, Blanca Hervás, names that have suddenly become impossible to ignore. Together, they showed the world that Spain is no longer just a rising force in women's sprinting. They're here, and they're dangerous. This is PS2, where we cover the races that matter and the athletes rewriting the script. If Spain's performance caught you by surprise, like, share, and subscribe, because there's a new story unfolding on the road to the World Championships in Tokyo.